Hello everyone and welcome back to 𝐓𝐄𝐋𝐄𝐌 educational channel. So in this video we are going to know the answers for the question which came in ARS-NET 2023 environmental science paper. So the questions are memory based questions given by our 𝐓𝐄𝐋𝐄𝐌 team members, and we will also know about the exam review, how was the exam as per the students review. So without much delay, let's start today's video. So before knowing the questions, let's know the poll which was given in our Telegram group. How was the ARS-NET environmental science paper? And as you can see here, maximum concentration, that is maximum people are giving here. That is, the question was easy to moderate or moderate level. So around 64% of students which appeared in this examination, they are saying that the question paper was easy to moderate or moderate level. And there were also students who were telling that some questions were lengthy and numericals also they were not easy to find. And many agriculture related questions also came as per the students review. Obviously it is conducted by ASRB, it is Agriculture Research Service NET examination, so it will be having the agriculture related question. But most of the environmental science repeatedly asked question which we discussed in the revision playlist, in our quiz, so that questions they came directly. So now we will know the questions from the memory based question. So before knowing the answer, I would like to thank each one of you, those who have contributed for the questions which came in the ARS-NET 2023 examination. So thanks to each one of you. Now let's know the answer. The question was, what is the CFC number for CH2FCF3? Very chocolate question. We have discussed in a separate video how to convert the CFC number. So here the correct answer will be 134. So CFC 134 will be the correct formula for CH2FCF3. How? Because here number of carbon present is how much? It is 2. And number of fluorine atom present 4. And here hydrogen present is how much? It is 2. So here 2, 2, 4 is the number. CHF we are considering. We are not considering the chlorine. It is also not given in this question. So C, that is carbon, is 2, hydrogen is 2, fluorine is having 4. You can see here fluorine F3 plus F, that is 4. So here it is coming 224 and we have to subtract 90. So 224 minus 90 will give how much? It will give 134. So CFC 134 will be the correct answer for this question. And if you want to know how to solve this question, I will give the link in the I button as well as in the description below. Coming to the next question, size of the Aitken particles are in the range of what? So the Aitken particles diameter size are less than 0.1 micrometer. So they are Aitken aerosol actually. So it is coming around 0.01 to 0.1 micrometer in diameter. So that will be less than 0.1 micrometer are the size of Aitken particles, which are the air pollutant, which are the Aitken aerosol. Let's move on to the next question. The next question was PAN formation reaction. So here PAN means peroxyacetyl nitrate formation, and here the reaction will be what? First of all, you should know that volatile organic compound, when they are reacted with the oxides of nitrogen in presence of what? Sunlight. So it is a photochemical reaction because photo means light, sunlight is involved. It gives what? Along with other chemicals, it gives ozone along with the PAN, that is peroxyacetyl nitrate. Also it gives ozone. So when hydrocarbons are also attached there, so here PAN is formed in this way. This is the reaction. Volatile organic compound, oxides of nitrogen, it will give in presence of sunlight PAN, that is peroxyacetyl nitrate, which is a secondary pollutant. You should also know that it is a secondary pollutant because it is formed by the addition, by the mixture of more than one primary pollutant. So it is a secondary pollutant. Next question was UNFCCC headquarters. So United Nations Framework Convention for the Climate Change. So here its headquarters is in Bonn, Germany. So here the correct option will be Bonn, Germany. It will be the correct answer for the headquarters of UNFCCC. The handwriting is not good here, but the correct option will be Bonn, Germany. Next, coming to the next question, the question was, after which disaster Environmental Protection Act came into force in India? So it is also very important thing to know. Environmental Protection Act came in the year 1986, but after which disaster? After Bhopal gas tragedy, which took place in the year 1984 in the nights of 2nd and 3rd December. These things you should note down, very important. It can be asked in the next examination. So here, after Bhopal gas tragedy, Indian government thought of having an Environmental Protection Act in order to prevent both humans and flora and fauna. So everything, environment, humans all will be protected under this EPA 1986. Next question which came in the examination was, water and sanitation is in the which goal of the Sustainable Development Goal number? So we all know Sustainable Development Goal SDG is having how many goals? Total 17 goals. And among them, the right to clean water and sanitation comes under the goal number 6. Yes, the answer will be under the goal number 6, water and sanitation, Sustainable Development Goal. It comes under that. And you should also know all the 17 goals of the SDG. They are very, very important. Coming to the next set of questions which came in the examination, environmental anthem, who wrote? So who wrote this environmental anthem? It was written by Abhay Kumar. So Abhay Kumar, he wrote this environmental anthem. He composed this poem in the year Abhay K. It is also known as Abhay K. He is also known as. So he wrote in the year 2008, Abhay K. Abhay Kumar. But it was launched in the year 2013. So you should note this thing, environmental anthem. Next, coming to the thing that is environmental anthem also, it is also called as Earth Anthem. So first National Park of India, what is that? It is the Jim Corbett National Park, also known as what? So also the Haley National Park. Yes, H-A-I-L-E-Y. It was the initial name for the Jim Corbett National Park. Later on it was named as Jim Corbett. So Haley National Park, first National Park of India, in the year 1936 it was designated. Let's move to the next question which came in the exam. Ozone layer thickness. So average ozone layer thickness in Dobson unit is 300. So 300 means what? 300 DU, that is the Dobson unit. Or some of you are telling that it came as threshold of ground level ozone. So I don't know which question came, but it is coming that thickness of ozone layer, average thickness of ozone layer is 300 Dobson units, that is 300 DU. Next question was, why BOD bottles have dots on stopper? I think this was not the question. So I think the question was, why BOD bottles have stopper on it? So it is because in order to prevent the outside contamination, and most importantly to prevent the inflow and outflow of the air. Yes, this will change the value of the sample which we have collected, the water sample. That's why we are having the stopper on the top of the BOD bottles for the BOD calculation. Coming to the next thing, that is the Water Act. So Water Act, this time it asked about the month also. Yes, we all know Water Act was enacted in the year 1974, but month some of you will not be knowing. It will be March, and date also you should note down. It is 23rd of March 1974. Next question was, which cycle combines air, water and earth crust? So all these things are covered under which cycle? It is covered under carbon cycle. Yes, that is very, very important, carbon cycle, which combines both air, water and earth crust. Let's move on to the next set of questions which came in examination. Form of mercury which causes Minamata disease. Yes, this is also very frequent last question in the examination. It will be CH3Hg. Yes, what is this? This is methyl mercury. So this form of mercury causes Minamata disease. Let's move on to the next question. Next question was permissible limit of hardness, that is calcium carbonate. So this permissible limit is how much? According to the Bureau of Indian Standards of Drinking Water, BIS, it is 200. Yes, 200 milligram per liter. This is the permissible limit. Let's move to the next question. Which environmental theme is repeated from 1986 to 2023? The maximum time. And this thing you have to comment me in the comment section. I am not revealing here. This answer you have to comment. And next question, avalanche is what type of disaster? They are kind of terrestrial disaster. Yes, avalanche are the kind of terrestrial disaster. Next question was, syngas is composed of what? Syngas means synthetic gas. Yes, mostly it is composed of carbon monoxide and hydrogen, that is CO plus H2 makes syngas. Let's move to the next set of questions. Next set of questions, silent zone, day and night time noise limit. So as per the Central Pollution Control Board, yes, it decides the noise level in the silent zone, residential zone, industrial zone. So the question was daytime what is the limit for the noise and nighttime what is the limit. So daytime the limit is 50 decibel and nighttime it is 40 decibel, that is small d capital B. So I hope you are noting down all these things, very important. Next question is nitrous oxide. Nitrous oxide means N2O. Yes, N2O accounts for approximately what of the total global greenhouse gas emissions. So nitrous oxide, it contributes 6% of the total greenhouse gas emission. So you should note down N2O contributes 6% of the total GHG, that is greenhouse gas emission. Coming to the next question. Next question was which projects are approved by the state level environment impact assessment authority. So it was asking about the category of project. It will be category B projects are approved by the state level environment impact assessment authority. Next question was minimum noise level at which hearing damage permanently. So at what noise level, at what decibel we will have the permanent hearing damage. So it is very problematic for the hearing thing, and the answer will be if it is above 85 or 85 plus more decibel, then we will have the more impact on the hearing. It will be damaging our hearing permanently. Somewhere it is written 80 decibel, somewhere 85 decibel. So you should act accordingly what is given in the options. Next question is for BOD test water sample, it is stored in the incubator to prevent from what? So it is stored in the incubator as well as in the dark environment in order to prevent the photosynthesis as well as deoxygenation. So both thing, photosynthesis को prevent करने के लिए and deoxygenation को prevent करने के लिए हम जो BOD test का water sample को जो है incubator में रखते हैं, and incubator also provides particular temperature for its reaction. Let's move on to the next questions. So next questions are on the screen. If salinity increases, then dissolved oxygen concentration will be what? It will decrease. It is inversely proportional. If salinity increases, then dissolved oxygen concentration will decrease in the water body. As a result, the animals will die eventually. Next, coming to the next question. The next question was related to the phosphorus cycle. It was bit confusing, I can say, but I don't know whether the options were like this or not. The question was which of the following associated with the phosphorus cycle? Fish and seabird, human and seabird, fish, tiger, seabird. So all are related to the phosphorus cycle in some or other way. But the most important thing is the guano. Yes, the deposit of the excreta from the seabirds, bats and all, it is one of the important factor, important material in the phosphorus cycle, and it is mostly deposited by seabird. So if this is the case, then it will be the correct option. Otherwise, all these things are associated with the phosphorus cycle. Let's move to the next question. The question was fossil fuel which is common. So I don't know what was the question exactly. So carbon is the common thing in every fossil fuel. Next question was 1 GT. It is not Gujarat Titans playing in IPL. It is gigatons or gigatons. How many tons? So it was given 10 to the power 9, 10 to the power 8, 10 to the power 7. It will be 10 to the power 9. So this was the set of questions which was given by our 𝐓𝐄𝐋𝐄𝐌 team members who appeared in the ARS-NET environmental science paper. So I hope you have given answers, most of them correctly. See you guys in our next video. Don't forget to subscribe the channel 𝐓𝐄𝐋𝐿 for further updates. You can also join our Telegram group for daily quizzes and prepare more effectively. See you guys in our next video. Till then, keep smiling and believe in yourself.